Hey yo, what's up everybody? It's JJ. Today we're coming back a video basically talking about the Mysterium ecosystem, and as you can see, the price itself is not really doing that well, but of course I would say there's always opportunity for you guys to basically generate some passive income. And of course this video itself is for those who are looking to generate passive income easily with your computer, and after that the second option itself is for those who are looking to basically gain access to VPN that is cheap, and after that from there you can pay basically like a pay-per-use model itself. So in this video itself, we're going to explain to you the Mysterium network ecosystem. So if you are not subscribed to the channel, kindly leave a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, turn on post notification, and of course join my Discord or Telegram itself if let's say you need assistance. So check out my Patreon as well. So without further ado, we're going to dive into what is Mysterium itself. So here, Mysterium itself is, I would say, on a nutshell, on my own words itself, this project itself is basically like a bandwidth sharing type of ecosystem, decentralization using cryptocurrency, which you are, if for those who are going to run their nodes itself, don't mind sharing their IP address, because your IP address is just there, and after that, from there, if let's say you do not utilize it, it is just there. And of course, if let's say you download the Mysterium node, the Mysterium node itself become a node runner, you can actually lend somebody your IP address, and after that, not say lend somebody your IP address, but lend somebody your unused bandwidth, and after that from there they will use like data scraping for those businesses, for those who wants to watch some like Netflix that is not available, the content that's not available but only in Singapore or somewhere else in your country, they can borrow your bandwidth to basically access this type of services to unblock the world, unlock the world itself to basically view whatever is on the internet. So this is basically a nutshell on what is this Mysterium itself. So there's gonna be like three type of stuff on the Mysterium ecosystem. One is the VPN. Second is the node. Basically, this is important because this is the one that basically is the backbone of the infrastructure for those to basically earn Mysterium node, and after they can power the network itself. Secondly, is the holder. Basically, I would say this over here, the holder itself is basically the node runner as well, because when you earn your Mysterium token, you are basically going to be a holder, and you can stake and earn fees in the form of Mysterium. So you can basically do double earnings over here. Number one, basically you earn from the free stuff that you can do is just by setting up, and after that generating passive income through sharing your IP address. Then after that, whatever you have earned from this step itself, you can head over to the holder part to basically deposit, and after that earn additional income for staking. So this is the VPN itself is for the end user who really needs a VPN but do not want to pay like tons of dollars onto this itself. Mysterium itself is one of the services out there that is providing it at a very low cost and slash pay-per-use model. So we are going to talk about how do you use the Mysterium VPN for those who are interested in using it first. So we on the Mysterium ecosystem itself, they provide two type of VPN services. Basically, one is the Mysterium Dark, another one is the Mysterium VPN. So I do not really understand what is these two about, but I would say that the one that I would recommend using is basically the Mysterium Dark itself, because this is the pay-as-you-go type of VPN. So I believe that some of you guys might be thinking, okay, let's just buy a VPN and after they use it for like a long time. But actually, if let's say you look at it, if you are not like every time connecting to a VPN, pay as you go itself is a better option. And if let's say for those who are always using a VPN, you can use this Mysterium VPN itself. So we're gonna basically do the pricing check itself, the pricing that this Mysterium VPN is offering. So here you can see that the monthly itself is $9.99, and after that, let's say you do the annual plan, it is $4.99 per month. And after that, if you do the 2-year plan itself, it's the best of value. You get, you're just purchasing at $2.99 per month. And after that, from there, you can see that you can scroll down, you can use basically your traditional payment system, and after that you can also use the Bitcoin and of course Ethereum to pay for this. So here I would say the Mysterium VPN itself is much more like a traditional approach instead of the crypto approach itself. So over here you can basically get this VPN for that amount of prices that I just mentioned. So over here you can access quite a lot of country, I think 135 country. And of course the second one that we want to talk about is basically the Mysterium Dark itself. So this Mysterium Dark itself, what does this really do itself? It is a pay-as-you-go type of VPN, pay with crypto, basically the Mysterium token. So if you use this Mysterium Dark itself, you can basically get the unlimited type of VPN glitch itself. I would say not really a glitch, but of course you are providing your network, and after that from there you gain tokens in, you getting paid in the Mysterium token, and you load your Mysterium token that you earn towards the Mysterium Go Dark app itself. Then after that you can basically use the VPN as you go. So how does it work itself? With the scroll down itself, you can see that both of the VPN out there itself, it is basically anonymous and untrackable, and after that this is super fast speed, and after that it's the most affordable VPN on the market. And you scroll down itself, basically they do not keep your logs. So for the pricing itself, it is a flexible pricing for also the calculator with just $3.99 in the Mysterium token itself. You can get basically 217 visual content, download speed of 200. Can basically do like if you let's say you're going to do Spotify, is 244,000 hours. Web browsing is 2,978 hours. So this is how it's estimated to be. And after that, if you scroll down itself, there's 135 country to use for and 20,000 over server to basically connect the nodes itself. So over here you can see you can pick any location you want, access your content securely, and after that be invisible online, whatever it is. And after that, from that, they say this is no logging. It's really no logging. Over here you can see that there's a lot of company out there that tells you that they do not log your VPN or your access itself. In reality, they do log them for some like regulation purposes, but over here Mysterium they say they do not. So technically you will never know truly because it is their business. Of course, the VPN itself will tell you there's a no logging, but when shit really happens, then you will know if let's say there's a true logging or not. So I would say Mysterium itself, so far there is not much backlash or whatsoever. So here this is the VPN app itself for the Go, and after that if you click on this option itself, I have around 4 Mysterium token inside the app, and after that it's gonna tell me it will be enough for 50 hours of online video. Basically, let's say you want to go Netflix or something like that, you can use this to transport yourself to other country to watch the content that is blocked in your country. So this is how the Mysterium VPN works. So let's say you are keen to download or use the app itself, use the link down below, and we're gonna talk about the fun part, which is the earning of this Mysterium token. So here, this is the Mysterium node dashboard itself. The number one earner itself is from UAE, and after that, from there, it's a residential IP address. Over here, we can see that he or she has basically basically people use his network itself. There was 4.5 terabyte data being transferred on this single IP address slash node itself. Basically, it has already earned 716 Mysterium token, but of course, they are not always be the lucky one to earn that much itself. People might choose from whatever server they want to tap in. So they might choose yours, they might not choose yours. So here we look at the top 100 itself. Top 100 easily is already earning 131 Mysterium token. So this over here is the last 30 days. So for my case, is I'm not going to click on it because my IP address is all over there. I'm going to show you how much have I earned through my lifespan itself, but I will do some editing on this my node itself to show you the back end of my case. Over here, this is my node itself. I'm showing you my dashboard itself. This is how much have I earned in 30 days with around 1 2 3 4 5 nodes itself running. And after that, over here is 126 Mysterium token, and of course the total bandwidth being transmitted is only 0.36 gigabyte per second. Total data transferred itself is only 0.8 terabyte, so it's very little compared to what we have seen on the dashboard itself of the high of the leaderboard. The leaderboard is crazy, and after that, to get the amount itself is purely based on luck. So here you can see that sometimes you will receive the monitoring fail, so you need to basically access to your VPN or the Mysterium node itself to basically do a restart or something like that. So the installation purposes itself is very simple to set up. So let's say you're using desktop, data center, Raspberry Pi, Android, or other devices, you can basically tap into it, and after that, from there, start sharing your bandwidth. So Android is a new option over here. Previously there was no Android, so it is already here. So you can basically use whatever devices that you have on Android. You can basically use it to share your cellular network itself. Cellular network, I believe, is much more expensive somehow in some way. So the setup process is very simple. Let's say you're using Windows, it's very simple to start up. Just download the window installer, and after that, from there, you just run the installer. Then you click on this link itself. You will basically be directed to your dashboard. So this is my dashboard backend to basically share an example. So this is what you're gonna see and expect. So over here, this over here, you're gonna see like a 4 tab over here. Instead, mine is only 3 tab because it's not updated using the DM node itself. So let's say you're running on DM node, you can download the Mysterium node on their DM store itself. Then after that, click on this Mysterium node URL itself. It's gonna basically pop up, and you can just enable all the option that you can see over there, because enabling all the option itself will give you a far more greater chance of people tapping onto your network. And after that, when people tap onto your network and start using it, you will get paid itself. So let's say we look at the last 7 days itself. For my case, you can see that there's a little bump over here. This is earning 0.36 worth of Mysterium token. So here you can see that I have earned a total of 0.417 and only 51 session, meaning 51 connection has came through. And after that, the session time is around, people borrowed my IP address for almost 20 minutes, and the data being transferred is around 300 plus. I don't know what is it. Let me check. 300 plus megabytes. So yeah, not really a lot, but it's basically over there. And after they would tell me that how long has been online and offline, and after that how long it's been idle, and after that connected to the server itself. So mine is running on some error, so I do not know if this is true or false. So this is just what of some of the expectation you can see on the back end. So I'm gonna explore, share with you like honestly how much have I generated through this Mysterium node itself. I know about this project 2 years ago. So some of you guys might be thinking, okay, so you have already been running this node for 2 years, you might be earning like thousands or millions of dollars, but honestly, nope. I'm just gonna show you honestly how much am I earning through my own network itself. Previously I grew the network slowly. I was using one node, eventually two node, three node, four nodes, five nodes, something like that. Borrowed location to basically put these devices and earning some other stuff that is online. So we're gonna look at this is my Mysterium wallet itself. It is currently valued at $217. Basically generated 1000 over Mysterium token, basically all for free. So I'm gonna show you the proof. If I click on my last transaction itself, because basically I swapped some basically purchased a bit of this Mysterium token to kickstart my journey itself, and after that from there eventually everything is just earnings all along all the way itself. You can see that the first time I bought this token itself was around 700 days, so around 2 years plus. And after that from there eventually as of today I have not really sold any token. Instead I've sent like maybe 0.03 0.056 here and there. I would say this over here is to basically do some testing on launching the new node. So if let's say you are launching a new node itself, your first node is going to be free. You can do it for free. They do not require you to put in Mysterium token or whatsoever. But if let's say your node go into some error, like a monitoring error, you try to restart, it doesn't work, and of course you do not want to go much into technical details itself to basically do like what your Ubuntu setup, your networking setup. You can just delete the whole virtual machine or the whole Docker, and after that from there just launch a new Docker slash what's that, Ubuntu itself or virtual machine, and after that just copy paste the code and launch it once again. And when you do that itself, you will need to be prepared to have some Mysterium token to basically send into the node itself to activate it. And after that from there, this is what I've done previously, many activation done with my wallet itself, because yeah, sometime I met into some issue, I just delete the whole thing and after that just do a new setup again. And I would say that this over here is quite okay, because whatever I'm earning, I just use it to basically set off like maybe 0.1 of this Mysterium token, 0.6 of this Mysterium token to offset this type of setup fee. So I would say it's fine to me. And after that, I would say recently the recent setup itself is going to cost you around 0.27 Mysterium token, or basically they can allow you to pay through PayPal or the US dollar. I would say it is going to cost you $1 to start off with the node itself. So I would say not really worth it for my case. I would say I just use the Mysterium token to basically kick off the journey. So I'm gonna end this video itself. I would say that the earnings itself is not a lot, as really said. This over here can somehow generate you to offset your internet bills, like not really a lot, not really a lot or too much itself. So I would say this over here is gonna just treat you a few cups of coffee, I would say. And after that, if let's say your network is lucky enough to get tapped on and being always utilized on the network itself, like what we have seen over here on the dashboard, where is it? On the leaderboard itself, if let's say your network is always being utilized, you are freaking lucky, because when there is more data being transferred on your network, there is more Mysterium tokens you're gonna earn. So this over here, 30 days itself earns 700 over Mysterium token. With compared to my journey of 2 years plus, I only earn like 1000 Mysterium tokens. So this is the difference. So my IP address I've been using from like Singapore to Malaysia. So these are the two countries that I believe many people are using it. So I would say there is much, if let's say you live in like UAE or maybe some other country that is less saturated, do not have so much nodes itself, your network being tapped onto is highly probable, highly likely to people use your network itself to basically access the internet. If let's say your country is not listed in their 135 country, you are somehow the first one being using the network itself to launch your new nodes, definitely your earnings is going to be very high. So this is the things that you need to take note of. And after that from there, I would say this earnings itself is from my own use case itself. Your earnings might vary, might be little, might be lesser than mine, or might be more than mine. So this really experience on this is really dependent on where you are located at, and after that your demand, like the demand of your IP country IP address itself. And after that, I would say I've come to the end of the video. If you like the video, smash the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and turn on post notification, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Bye bye, peace.